Alright, chat, we are live! What's up, chat? How's it going? How are we, chat? That's right. Alright, chat, how are we today, chat? So, obviously, as we could tell, we got, obviously, yesterday we had the brand new lobby background. It's weird, because you actually, wait, even if you go to play, I think even if you go to play current BR, like, it's still... Yeah, I think if you go to zero build, you can see like it shows this, but if I go to play reload, it still shows the lobby background no matter what. Fuck's sake, is it might just put me an input in? Alright, pretty sure I don't need to fuck my microphone, I was a stupid piece of shit. We obviously got the lobby background added from obviously yesterday. The countdown, so we're 4 days away, less than 4 days away now. No new lobby background obviously, but even no matter what mode you select of the current VR modes, it just stays here as this lobby background, which I like, it's kind of cool. We've got the event billboard here, as you can see. The event playlist, view details, you can see right here. Charge into the battle in Fortnite 0 hour, the chapter finale live event on November 29th at 2 PM ET, doors open 4 minutes early. Hop in and get ready for the action. Look at that, bro. Looks crazy. You can actually heart the playlist. So if that means if I go to my favourites then, does that mean wait, where am my favourite? Right, yeah, actually no wait. Okay, now my phone's bugged. Where do I go to my favourites? Where are my favourites? Then move the stream. No, move the stream. It's in a following. Okay, there we go. I'm not, because I might be able to access the playlist through this. Because I just favorited the playlist. I favorited the playlist, so. Okay, I see it here, but storage stream. Oh yes, you can see. Look at the dark presence, dude. He looks so sick. Bro, actually looks so cool. He's literally in the fucking lobby now. Chat, look. For those of people who don't notice, right? I don't know if anyone else notices, but you can see the severed tentacle from Super Showdown. It's like there behind the invite thing. You can see the thing. It's cut off there. You can actually see where the tentacle's been cut. That's from Zero Showdown, which is sick. I'm fucking excited for the Chat 7 to come back. Logo, spotted, Nicky up, yeah. Dark Presence looks crazy. He does, but I can't wait. Also, you get this free skin if you log on any time between the 27th and the 1st at 9 AM ET. You get this free skin. So yeah, we got Tighty Whitey's Homer in the shop, the first skin to have nipples. This actually might be the most cursed. I don't know. That's pretty weird. Yeah, chat, if you are picking up Tighty Whitey's Homer, feel free to respond a credit code mortal_snow in the Fortnite app shop, hashtag partner. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate you using my code if you are picking up the Tighty Whitey's Homer. Or even maybe we've got Stranger Things in the shop. Stranger Things comes out in a few hours, not long from now, so Stranger Things 5 is going to be pretty sick. I can't wait to watch that. I got full box for that, I think I'll sign stop again. We've also got the chats. I don't know if I want to go over the chapter 7 thing because I kind of went over it a little bit yesterday a bit, but I mean I can go over it maybe. Depends. Do you want me to go over it, chat? I don't know. I kind of covered it yesterday for that short 10-minute stream I did, but yeah, but just trying to find. Okay, here we go. The chapter 7 teaser. It's apparently this is apparently the actual key art. I'll cover this just 2 seconds, chat. It's only 2 seconds to cover this. Yeah, you can still see this right here. Don't know why there's no audio playing. I don't know why these things have audio, but on Twitter they just don't seem to ever play audio. Yeah, look, you can see right here. The Iron has a new problem, big one. This is Chapter 7. Obviously, you can see a bunch of Chapter 7 skins here. This is the key of Chapter 7. You've got some, like, Voyager character. This character is referred to as the Traveller, and has a gold cube in his head. Like I said, for the 7 to come back, the Last Reality kind need to come back, don't they? And this looks like some sort of, like, Last Reality Traveller Inspector, who maybe he's investigating the Chapter 7 map before the Last Reality arrive, and the Last Reality have sent him to investigate everything before they arrive, maybe. You can see the 7 logo here, and it's like a gold cube, so it's probably some Last Reality member. Apparently they're referred to as the Traveller, is their official name, which is pretty insane stuff. I also want to say one more thing, chat, and this has come directly, right, from content creators have said this, so you know it's probably got to be pretty big. But content creators haven't said, content creators who've got early access to Chapter 7 have come out and said something. I want to try and Leakers did literally tweet about it. Yeah, okay, so it's this here. Leakers who got early access to Chapter 7 and the live event and stuff like that saw, no one will be able to guess what's coming. The man's I witnessed is incredible. I'm still in shock. Fortnite's story in Chapter 7 is light years ahead of that in Chapter 1 and 2 or 2. Get ready to faint. We know, like, we've had kind of shit with storyline for quite a few years now, and Chapter 2 was kind of like the peak. Right, Chapter 2 was the peak. And now these content creators have got early access to saying lore fans will be happy and stuff like that, because apparently the storyline Chapter 7 is going to be better than Chapter 1 and 2, which is insane. Chapter 7 creators, previews, timing reveals. Yeah, the content creators are going to be revealing Chapter 7 gameplay and everything about almost just under an hour after the event happens. So yeah, that's pretty insane. And the event apparently is going to, I think I saw some other places, the event is going to be like, really, really big. Apparently, the event, Chapter 7 and everything is described as, I think, better than like Chapter 2. And stuff like that, which is pretty insane. But that talks more about Chapter 7, but I'm privileged to say about the event as well, but yeah. Crazy stuff. Pretty insane stuff. How do we feel about that, chat? How's that making you feel? I'm excited, bro. Give me the live event and give me Chapter 7 now, please. I want the live event, bro. I want Chapter 7, bro. Leon, please don't spam me. I'm just playing you. If I don't accept the first time, I'm not accepting. Please don't spam me. Alright. Yeah, chat. How does that make us feel? Are we more excited for Chapter 7 now, and the event? We sent chat. Alright. Literally so close to the event now. So close, bro. Okay. Why is my controller working, bro? There we go. You can shut up, Steam. You can shut up. Okay, there we go. I'm ready, bro. Let's go, man. I love reload, bro. I love reload! Let's go! I'm ready. Let's go. Paradise Palms. Oasis, steady storm. What does this mean? Does this mean the storm just keeps going? Which one was the one with the storm kept? Is it when the storm just keeps on moving or something? I'm gonna land here. I probably should have landed at a hotel. I hate this AR, bro. Yeah, I don't like that. Honestly, I'm loving it. Reload is so good. Let's go, bro. I don't want that AR to get off. I need to find a connection to you or something. Let's probably bait anyone who likes comboing the hammer AR and the normal AR. I love it though, for some reason I really like using the normal AR and the hammer. Free is fine there, bro. God, it's so satisfying. Oh, dude, it's so satisfying, the normal AR, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You know when you crack someone's shield with the normal AR? You know what I mean? Like, it's so satisfying, the sound, bro. So good, I love it. Bam, man, welcome to stream, how's it going? Alright, so I thought I saw your message earlier, I thought I wasn't sure if I actually responded to it or not. Okay. I might actually take the gatekeeper, it's not actually nothing. Oh my god, Oh, someone's shooting at me. Wow. Oh, they're over there. Nice. What the hell is a winter rush? Is that what do you get for doing a winter rush? I know I just got pickaxes, but there's like a skin that showed up. Do you get a skin for doing it? I'll actually keep the gatekeeper for now. Fuck yes, shockwaves. You know, I'm gonna throw the launch pad down. Shockwaves. Break this first. Put it like getting out of the way. So far away. Oh, I'm taking the hammer. I want both. I love both, bro. People gliding in. On me. One dead. I know there's two. One guy must be like around here. Fuck's sake, dude. You were going, bro. You actually thought you were getting away from me? Like, no. Shit on, dickhead. Get out of my game. The two numbers of joint kills and one numbers at 6-9 for a second. Alright. Grappler. Max. It's probably one of the quietest games of Reload I've played in a while. got Nitro Fists! Oh, but they're really buggy though. You can't... That's weird, what the hell? Oh my god, this is weird. Dude, I haven't had these items in fucking ages, bro, but Nitro Fist. The thing is, you can only when you want it like when you want an uppercut to go like in the air, you can't do that to go like forward anymore. You can only it only lets you go up. You used to be able to like aim it. Yes, Nitro! Get Nitro, bitch! Oh my god, let's go! Oh wait, no, you have to like... Oh, that's how you do it! No, okay, you can still do the same thing. I just forgotten how to use the item. Okay. But chat, that just shows you how long it's been, bro. I've forgotten how to use this item. It's been 8. I'm just stuck. I think there's some sort of glitched object that disappeared, but it was still kind of there or something, because I just glitched it out. Oh, that's so cool, bro. This item, I missed this item, it was so sick, bro. The Nitro Fist. Oh, I've got one. I'll throw one down here. I'm going to zone. Actually, I could go and get that one next. So Man's. Well, let me do that. Okay, this item is really glitched. Very buggy. Extremely buggy. Alright. Where the hell are these last two players, bro? They must be shitting their pants or something. Where actually are they? Are they inside these vans? They must be... Oh, yeah. They were scared, bro. Jack, if you are enjoying the stream, I like the stream subs, greatly appreciate it. They were just swimming low. Wow. You'll find. They were scared. Slab overflow. Let's go, chat. Let's go. I'm ready, bro. Oh my god. Oh, what is it? The map, like, the map's actually, like, areas of the map's actually flooded. Jesus. Damn. Oh shit. Contested, let's be honest, contested. Oh yeah, give me a side as well first, correct. I want that. Fuck, I think we just loot up. I reckon we loot up. We're getting like 10 slides. I got a shield. Let's go. How did I do one about 3 HP? Can we roll back that clip? Was I on 3 HP a lot? I was really weak a lot of that fight, and I still managed to help kill those guys. What the fuck? That's crazy. I was like 18. I was like 3 health for a long period there. What the fuck, man? That's crazy, bro. Alright, tell me I've got a shield coming in. There's also another guy. I can hear another guy. There's some pizza here. Take that. Size rifle is not actually bad. It can be kind of good, to be honest. Still surprised it's even in the loot pool, honestly, with you, to be honest with you. Because it's like Halloween or something, but... Not gonna complain. Heal. We'll rotate out. Holy fucking shitty, what the hell? Oh my god. Wow, bro. I forget some of those mythics are still are actually in this mode. Evoke stream. I hate you. Why do you hate me? What have I done? Time to rotate. I haven't done anything yet, what are you talking about? Oh, hello. Hello there. Let's go, I'm ready for a live event, bro. The live event's gonna be peak, chat. We've got Godzilla in it, bro. Godzilla's gonna be peak, bro. We've got Godzilla, you got Kong, got Galactic Empire, we've got Fat Homer, all helping us alongside Hope Jones and everyone against Dark Presence. It's gonna be glorious. There's a guy there, shock everything right on you. Oh! No match for the drum gun, bro. My man's no match for the drum gun, bro. We've got Miku in it. What? I mean, just because they're in the items tab doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be in it. We know for a fact Godzilla's in it. And like Kong characters and stuff, and also like Star Wars characters, like it's all in the key art in the trailer. It's cringe, isn't it? God's sake, bro. Getting that drum gun, man. It doesn't belong to those cunts. It belongs to me. Where'd the other guy go? Shit. It's annoying when people say, I miss chapter maps. I hate on them. I realised I did say I miss chapter system 1 map, and I said that before we even left it, but I know there's a lot of people saying, I miss a chapter 6 map and all that stuff now, because it's over. I was gonna say, imagine if they left the drum gun in. If someone left a weapon like that behind, you need help. it's not much now. We need to find it. Oh my god. I mean, might to res me. Go to the bottom of the hill. For fuck's sake, I'm rushing. You're in the middle of a fight. Why would you try and finish someone you're in the middle of a fight? He's so horny for the finish. It's so cringe. You could just see how desperate he was so desperate to finish me. He tried to he was so desperate to finish me that even when he went into the fight with Itami, he still tried to finish me before shooting at Itami. I can't stand people who are so horny just to get a finish. It's so cringe, dude. Ten Likes Immortal has to buy Miku. 12 likes. I know we're not going to hit that. If we do hit it for the first time in ages just because of that chat, we'll be really angry. I'll be very upset. I'll be unhappy. Thanks for 6 likes, chat. Appreciate it. Yep, you got Tidy Whitey's in the shop. Tidy Whitey's Homer. If you are picking up this skin, chat, feel free to use the credit code Mortal_Snow on Iron Shop. Mortal_Snow on Iron Shop. Hashtag partner. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's cool. We got that in the shop. I still can't believe this is actually a skin. The first skin to ever have nipples on it. Crazy stuff. Crazy. It's probably Evie's favourite skin because Evie literally saved a photo of it so on her phone, so she probably like it. But they definitely will ask it. They definitely will. 100%.
This is it. We'll never get a better shot.
I want to see his. What the fuck? Dude, the trailer. I'm watching the trailer. It's so cool, the trailer, bro.
This is it. We'll never get a better
chat,
shot.
you literally got. I remember, like, watching this the first time being like, what the fuck when I saw Godzilla? Chat, who watched. I need to know, did anyone else watch this event and be like, and was like, what the fuck? When they first saw it? I just noticed something. The news tab. Key art. For the key art for the event in the news tab doesn't have the Star Destroyer in the sky. I just noticed for some reason. I don't know, but I don't know, chat. Did anyone else watch that trailer for the first time and then see Godzilla and was like, what the fuck? I remember. I mean, it's not the stream if I find my reaction out, but I remember just being so confused. Seeing all these like characters in it. I'm so happy they are in it. It's just cool as fuck. But I remember being so confused at first though. I'm all for it though. It's gonna be sick. You know what I mean? Look, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of collabs chat, but come on. I think we can all agree in chat now. They did it perfectly by choosing collabs that made sense. You know what I mean? Like they picked collabs we've had throughout the whole chapter. Like Godzilla and Kong was like season 1. Star was like season was the 3rd season of chapter 6. And this season, which technically chapter 6, maybe season 1. And then you had like Homer Simpson from now. You've also got Huntress X and loads of collabs, and Superman from chapter season 3. Like, you've literally got characters and collabs all uniting together from the collabs we've had throughout the chapter. It's not like they've just thrown Iron Man or some random collab in. It's collab of characters that makes sense. I think that has got to give it some points. I mean, like, and also if you look at it, the way they're the way they're showing it in the trailer, and promoting it, they're not hardcore promoting all the collabs in the event. The collabs don't seem to be the centre of attention in this event. It seems to be Hope and Jones, and that they're promoting that. They're promoting their main characters more than the collab characters. The collab characters are just side characters, just helping us, which I love the way they're doing that. It's so sick. Because they could just hardcore promote, oh yeah, catch Godzilla in this, blah blah blah. They're not. Mummy V and Daddy Oma. The fuck? You need help, BV. God's sake. That's you're weird. You're already weird. Plus V isn't even in it. This person's so hunt me down. They literally followed me on the launch pad. They literally followed me on the launch pad. All the way from that fucking boom base, right? Are you actually that fucking... Are you seriously in that level of cringe that you've got to do that? I want a hashtag cringe in the chat right now. Hashtag cringe. That is so fucking cringy, bro. And actually, really want to just follow you to that. You need to fucking get alive. It's not that worth getting one kill, mate. There were so many people at boom base that they could have killed, and they threw all that way just to get one kill on me. What's up, bro? How's it going? Oh, you're dead. Oh, it's slow, it's so slow. Progression. I'm giving you a shield, it's so slow. Mantle. Fuck's sake, this game is so annoying, I swear to God. Yeah, get the fuck out, bro. Later, bitch! There's no way they did that. There's just no physical way. There's no way, bro. There's just no way, man. Come on. Why are people just so annoying in this game? Oh my fucking god, I wasn't meant to use a launch pad. It wasn't meant to happen. Fuck's sake, now they got all that momentum back. I'm not hitting good shots like that from that range. Ah! Fuck's sake, come on! love the Winterfest music, though. I like it. Oh my god, we got the flint cock. Let's go, chat. The greatest weapon in the game. Let's go, bro. I will take that. Give me a normal AR, please, my hammer AR. Just any AR. Be nice. AR. Please. Please. See any AR, didn't I? Thank you so much, sir. Really do appreciate the support. Let's go! Hell yeah, bro! Some talk about, chat. Get fucking shit on, bro! Fuck out of my game, bro. Get out. My guy's gonna be pissed though. I think that guy's not gonna take too kindly to me eliminating him. Just a feeling. Let's go, come on! Yes, man. Hell yeah, bro. Nah, I'm sticking with. I think I missed. I don't know. Nah, it's just a flintlock's so satisfying. Oh, it's so tough. I like that heavy though. But that guy's not gonna be too happy because I think that was the same guy from earlier, dude, as well. That's what makes that even worse. I'm 90% sure that was literally the same guy from earlier. Shove my gun sometimes. I'll take that. I'll take grapple. I'm gonna take shotguns. Shotguns are good. to my kill list, I'm pretty sure. Oh no! I was over the barrel! You can't get a kill when I'm over the range of damage. You can't hit a shot when I'm over the roof already. I don't care. Okay, that's bullshit. I was out of range. You can't hit a shot like that. Fuck off. I don't care how good you are. I was over the fucking roof before. There's no way you hit that. Little fucking rat. I didn't really take much of my good loot, really. Most of it I still have. The only thing you really took was my shotguns. Which, I think there is literally more over there. That's just second chat. Just shut my window real quick. getting involved in this, man! Fuck! Supposed to be in getting involved. It wasn't concerning you. You weren't meant to be involved in that. Fuck off, bro. It's got nothing to do with you. No, me, guy, on the stream. So, does that skin just have like 2 heads in it for a second, or am I losing my mind? Am I losing my mind, or does that skin have 2 heads for a second? That was fucking lucky. I don't know how the fuck. I did die. I almost died there, but I was too close. I don't like how close that was. I don't like it, man. I don't like that. Bathrooms and baths just covered in piss, bro. Always covered in piss, man. Always covered in piss. Does have an idea, but I mean, I should have realistically killed him. I don't know why the fuck I had my SMG out as well when I literally didn't remember having that SMG in my inventory. I swear I had a shotgun. Alright. Let's fuck up these birds, come on. Oh, hello. Quickly. I need health back. prick! Bro, why are you two just like, you two coordinated that? You could have, there's no way you two were in that building for ages together and didn't shoot each other that long. Right, you coordinated that to make it look like you two were fighting so you could kill me. That was so coordinated and set up. There's no fucking way to do it otherwise. You two are literally teaming in that same house. Let's go! Reload time, bro. I hit that final shot. I hit that final shot. It connected with them. So bullshit, man. This game just bends the rules to favour the other players. I swear to fucking God. I literally hit that shot. I know I fucking did, bro. Such bullshit, man. I shut the door. No, I want a fucking logic check update now. I fucking shut the door before they fired it. The animation of the door had the door shutting before I died, so that means he can't have hit that shot. You can't shoot through doors as well, like it's such bullshit. It's like when the door's animation, the door's shutting, you can just shoot through a door. It's so dumb. Like, the door literally was shut. It showed the animation of the door being connected with it being shut before my character died. As soon as the door was shut, I died. Stop replying me, man! Honestly! Bro, I'm so sick of it! Bro. For fuck's sake. How's it going, Rifty? I'm alright, are we? I just want to get out of the Simpsons season, bro. I just want to get out of it so I can enjoy VR again. Good, I'm just busy with it. Nice. As fun as it is playing regular and stuff like that, I do miss playing regular VR, but the Simpsons season is just so uninteresting to me. I just want to get to chapter 7, man. Dude, got Stranger Things 5 tonight, chat! No worries, man. Chat, I got Stranger Things 5, bro. It's tonight! Oh, let's go, bro! Over 3 years of waiting for this season, man. It's tonight. It airs tonight, Volume 1. Stranger Things 5, bro. I'm so ready for it, man. Oh, 4D, 730 minutes of stream, how's it going? Oh my god, the PC is so embarrassing. God, I've been a fan of Stranger Things for so many years, dude. I generally cannot wait. I've been waiting over 3, like literally, I still remember the day I finished the season 4 finale. I remember watching the last episode. I binge watched all the episodes whenever they come out of Stranger Things, right? I remember it was like July, I remember the day, because I love Stranger Things so much. It was July 1st, 2022. I remember I was sitting downstairs in my living room, reacting to the finale. I was like, oh bro, they ended it like that. You just have them all staring at, like, you know, the atmosphere, like the atmosphere starts getting corrupted by the upside down, and you just have the red clouds and everything, and they're all just like the whole like gang are all standing there just staring out at it, and then it just cuts. It's like, no, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to. I knew at that moment I was gonna have to wait years for a season 5, and then here we are, years later, and season 5 is coming out, bro. Let's go! I'm ready. I'm so ready for it, bro. I wonder who's. I mean, we know for a fact someone's gonna. I wonder who's gonna die. They said there's like the most brutal death scene of all time. Duffer Brothers confirmed or something, I think it was. That is, this season will contain the most gruesome or like goriest or just craziest death of all time. I hopped on Stranger Things bandwagon in like 2019. I hopped in it. I think it was 2018. I'm pretty sure. And I saw it first time. Start again like that time. It's crazy. It's such a good shit. It without a doubt, it's the greatest thing on Netflix, and that's not a question for me. It's the best thing on Netflix. Squid Games is kind of cool, but like, I'm sorry. Will I personally think Will? I think it might be Will. Well, because you see, in the trailer, right? He pulls Will towards him and says, "I need you to spy" or something one last time. Because remember, in season 2. He like attached a mind flare to him, and now we know that he was controlled the mind flare the whole time, right? So he attached a part of himself to Will in season 2, and now it looks like he wants to try and get Will to spy again, maybe, because you see like all the military, like the military get attacked by Demogorgons, and you see all the military dead, and it's just Will and Vecna, and he like pulls Will towards him in the trailer. What's that? Stay about stream. I agree. Peak event. look, I think it's good. I actually think it's going to be Jonathan who dies. I think it might be Jonathan who dies for multiple reasons. One, because you see Nancy and Jonathan like looking at each other like something bad's going to happen in one part of the trailer, and then you know, combine that with the gruesome death thing they said, and you also see another shot of that dark area, which looks at the same sort of room, no, same sort of area of Nancy washing her hands of blood and stuff like that, and then crying. So I feel like I think it's going to be. I think Jonathan might die. Or Lucas, because he said he isn't. Wait, did the actor of Lucas say he's not in the finale? There's no way he actually said that, right? I say that. Did he actually say that? There's no way you would just say something. Sure. Are you Hyper Zero? I am. Well, the thing is, a lot of the creds, you know, who saw the early access thing, said I think they just, I don't know about the event, but they described Chapter 7's lore as even better than Chapter 2 and Chapter 1. And we all know, right? Okay, let's be real. Okay, the lore's not been complete shit, but let's be real. Since like Chapter 3, the last few years, it's not been the greatest. It's not been as good as it has its peak in Chapter 2, alright, and like the first season to Chapter 3. Content creators are literally saying that they've seen access to it. The access to Chapter 7, they're saying the storyline is even better, is light years ahead of even Chapter 2 and Chapter 1 and 2. But I'm specifically talking about Chapter 2 because that's when the lore was really good in Chapter 2. If they're saying it's light years away of literally the chapter which I think had like the best lore of Chapter 2, then you know it's going to be good. And also, Epic employees have described this event, the 0 Hour event, as being the craziest thing ever they've ever experienced. So I think we're in for some crazy shit on Saturday. I can't wait to stream it, it's going to be great. I think, we're in for some crazy shit. I think I've said this a few times, and I'm going to say it again. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of collabs, right? But I like the fact that collabs in this event make sense. Like, they've picked collabs for all the characters of the collabs that are in this event are all characters we've had throughout Chapter 6, right? Godzilla and Kong are like the first season of Chapter 6. Then you have like Star Wars, like the Empire and Rebellion helping us. It looks like the Empire are just going to put aside their differences with us to take on the greater evil, because you can literally see an Imperial Star Destroyer, the key arc, fighting the Dark Presence. There's also X-Wings in the trailer, so it looks like the Rebellion and the Empire are going to be helping us. We've also got Superman helping us. We've got Huntress X. We've got loads of characters from throughout Fortnite's past of Chapter 6 all helping. So it's not just like they've thrown random collab characters in. They've chose collab characters that make sense, characters that have been on the map in Chapter 6 that make sense to be here, which I like. And Godzilla and stuff like that. It's just cool. And also, like, they're not hardcore promoting those characters. You know what I mean? Like, they're mainly promoting Hope and Jones and the lore aspect of the event. The collab characters in the event, they're just helping us, but they're not like hardcore promoting the collab side of the event. The collab characters, they're not promoting the collab characters a lot in this event. I mean, all this event where they're promoting it, they're mainly promoting like Hope and Jones and just the 0 Hour and the story line aspect of it, which I like. Because they're not like making the collabs the main focus, which I like. They're just like a side thing, which I feel like is something Fortnite have done really badly for a while now, and they're finally starting to get a grip on not over promoting the collab side of things. 0 Hour might be one of those events of all time. Honestly, to be honest with you, if I'm being honest with you, in this current day of Fortnite, I never thought we'd get an event better than End of Chapter 2. I think End of Chapter 2 I always thought was going to be its peak, and Fortnite would just never get better than that because of how Fortnite's direction was going before. But it finally looks like they're starting to finally realise that lore was important reasons why people like this game, and they're finally starting to prioritise the lore again. You see, I genuinely think they're starting to finally realise how much people actually love the lore and the reason why the lore is so important. When you have a game, the thing is, you sell merchandise, you sell things, right? You know, most times, think of like a show, for example, like a show or something like that, right? And they sell merchandise and stuff like that. The reason why the merchandise of shows sell so well is because people are attached to those things because of the storyline. So when you have a a video game like Fortnite, and you actually make the storyline really good, it gets people more interested into buying things from Fortnite and merchandise within Fortnite because they're more attached to the game because of the good storyline. So like, that's when I finally started to realise that, which is good. I love when collabs contribute to lore, yes. I think what they're doing is good. They're not making the collabs the main focus, you know what I mean? They're just making them help contribute to it. I like when they do things like that. I personally do not think any of the 7 will appear in the event itself. Yeah, I don't think so either. Rather than they'll set up and appear in later in chapter 71, definitely, yeah. The thing is, you know the one thing people are not talking about, chat? And people are talking about it a bit now, but people did, and I've been saying this before this teaser came out, so let's be, we've all seen, the teaser, right, with the gold cube, the Traveller, the Last Reality Voyager member who may be scouting out chapter 7 before Last Reality arrives or something like that, right? And he's got the gold cube in his head, right? Everyone's talking about that now, and maybe it's being a Corrupted 7 member. I don't think it's a Corrupted 7 member, but one thing nobody talked about before that teaser came out, and I was talking about it, is people like, oh my god, the 7 are coming back, yeah, woohoo. But no one was talking about how it makes sense. No one was, like, I was saying, how does this make sense, right? I kept saying, the Last Reality have to be coming back in chapter 7. They have to, because if the 7 come back, the Last Reality have to come back. A lot of people are happy the 7 come back, but a lot of people are not realising the last time we saw the 7, they were captured by the Last Reality. So if the 7 come back in chapter 7, the Last Reality have to come back, and that's pretty much been confirmed in this teaser with the Traveller person with the gold cube. And I was saying that even before the teaser came out, if the 7 are coming back, the Last Reality have to come back as well. Because the Last Reality captured the 7. And this might be a little bit of a theory a bit out there, but I think I think the Last Reality are going to have huge connections with this guy right here, the Dark Presence. I legit think this Dark Presence, and look, just hear me out. The Dark Presence here could be potentially actually the Nothing itself, or a pet, something controlled by the Nothing, because we know for a fact the Spirit Realm wasn't always evil. It used to be good before a Dark Presence arrived there. What if the Nothing placed one of its minions, a Dark Presence, into the Spirit Realm to take over the Spirit Realm, and basically corrupt it all and take over it, then to take over Chapter 6 and all that stuff. I just think that makes sense, because then the Dark Presence has ties with the Nothing and the Last Reality, then that can connect nicely into the event and into Chapter 7, where the Last Reality come back, and then 7 can come back for that, or something. It would be sad if Josie dies. I don't think Josie's gonna die. I think they're doing the exact same thing they did with the Doom event. They're trying to bait us. They tried to bait us with the Doom event, right, and make it look like all the sad dialogue leading up to Jones. They say, "Oh, it's time to retire." And this one NPC dialogue saying, "Oh, this one fight might be your last," all that stuff, leading up to a Doom event, and then you had Doom almost kill Jones. Like that baiting of trying to make us think Jones was gonna die in the Doom event. I think they're doing the exact same thing here. I think he might sacrifice himself in some degree, like Foundation did, something like that, but I don't think he's going to die. They wouldn't kill him off like that just when the 7 are about to come back and we're about to get all the gang back together again. I don't think they would do that. But you never know with Fortnite. But I don't think I don't think Jones is going to die. I think he'll be fine. I think they're just trying to bait us, like they did with Doom event. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like whatever. But I don't think I am. I don't think they're going to kill him. I'll be very surprised. I would be very surprised. I'll tell you, I'm very surprised if he does die. Is matchmaking like dead or something? What's going on? What is going on with matchmaking? Okay, here we go. Fortnite is experiencing login plus matchmaking issues. Yep. I knew something was wrong. Is it just me, or does this game have matchmaking issues every 5 seconds now? I feel like the servers have just become cheese, so I'm just turning to fucking cheese at this point. I mean, what is going on? I feel like recently we've had so many server issues, man. I cannot wait to see the scientists again, man. The next time we might see a corrupted zombified cube version of him or something. Or like a Chrome version, because he's corrupted. Yeah. I guess I'll just play really low then, I don't know. I don't think reload's gonna work either. It's just matchmaking issues in general, so I don't think it's gonna do this one. I am ready for the event, bro. I'm so ready though. It's gonna be peak. Fortnite chapter finale, 0 hour. In fact, we've got the 0 hour event in a few days from now, and then we've got Stranger Things tonight, bro. Like, bro, it's gonna actually be so peak, man. We've got Stranger Things, then we've got event, and then we've got chapter 7. Like, bro, this week's gonna be this week's crazy, bro. This week's insane. If you are enjoying the stream, chat a like on the stream and subs, greatly appreciate support. I'm playing for 7's return. As much as I like the 7, I want 7 to come back. I really want the Last Guy to come back. I want the Cube Queen to come back, honestly. I don't like how the fact the Cube Queen was hyped up so much in Chapter 2 as like one of the biggest threats ever, and then she got defeated so easily. It's one of my only critiques about the Chapter 2 end event, is the fact it was so easy to defeat her. We just had a dipper in water. And honestly, that's like generally my only complaint about that event, is the fact I felt like she was defeated too easily. Okay, so matchmaking just doesn't work. I assume that they'll return as corrupted versions of them, probably not Paradigm. I mean, I don't know. We don't actually know what happened to Order. We know the Paradigm is, you know, I don't know what the fuck the Paradigm's doing. Did she actually die in Zero Fusion? I don't think she actually did die. It didn't look like she did die, but it looked like, I don't really know. Paradigm's obviously sacrificed himself in Zero Fusion, she didn't get chromed. The Imagined literally went to the 0 point and died. And the Order, I don't actually know if the Order could have got chromed as well. There's not necessarily any proof necessary that says that. I don't know if the Order did survive. She might have got captured as well. I think all of them got captured, honestly, other than the Paradigm. They all got captured because the Order was the Imagine was already dead. So the only member who got away, for a fact that we know, is the Paradigm. You know what's funny though? And you know, I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna get the Paradise trailer up because I watch this and it bugs me every time, and it honestly, it actually annoys me, like watching how stupid the 7 were in this moment. Like, look, I get it, right? They didn't know what was going on. They were kind of overwhelmed, but they honestly, if they were smart, they all could have survived. They all could have survived. Right. Chapter 3, Season 4. Season 4 trailer. Right. I'm getting this on the stream because I want to show you something here. Look at this, chat. 2 seconds. Go ahead.
Tell me you're getting somewhere. We've already lost so much of the island to that crow.
Okay, so you see this, right? He starts getting chromed, okay? And what do the 7 do?
Starting to think this may be a problem.
Yeah, let's just stand here like idiots and let's not like fly off and get away. Yeah? Let's just stand here. Okay, maybe he was a bit too close, I don't know. But he could have, but the second it started spreading on his arm, he should have got far back. Look at this. They're both so far away. He's so far away. How did he just stand there and let himself get chromed? Like, so many more of them could have survived if they were smart. I'm sorry, it triggers me looking back on this how stupid the 7 were in this moment, because they easily could have survived this. Okay, maybe the Origin, I would say, is the only one where maybe he was still trying to overwhelm what the fuck was happening, and he was like right next to him, so maybe, but still, honestly, when it started spreading on his arm, he still could have probably got away. But I'll give him maybe the benefit of the doubt. But the Visitor has no excuse for it. Look at the distance. He's further away than the fucking Paradigm was at this point. Like, he literally could have survived this so easily.
Get out of here! That's an order!
He just stands there, it's like, peace, I'm out. And just gets chromed. Like, he could have left. He could have left as well. I'm sorry, but he could have got out. The Visitor and the Paradigm both could have got out. And if I'm being honest, I would critique and even say to the point where the Origin could have probably got out as well. Because the chrome started spreading here, but the second it started spreading, they should have all evacuated the area immediately and not just stood there and looked at it and watched it happen. I don't know, man. Am I the only one who thinks that? Or is it just... I can't be the only one, come on. There has to be one other person in existence who thinks it's stupid. They were just stood there. They could have survived if they didn't just stand there. The visitor, I don't know what he was just in another universe, or, like, mentally or something when this was happening. I don't know. I don't know why he just stood there. They were both quite far away, the Paradigm Visitor. Those two could have 100% survived, and I'm even going to go as far as saying the Origin should have survived as well. The second they saw that chrome spreading like that, they should have all immediately left the area and not just stood there. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks this is kind of dumb, but I don't know.
This isn't how it ends.
I don't know, bro.
Suit integrity compromised.
They're just standing there like, oh no, like they're just, if you are reality, you are warriors of reality. Just don't stand there. Get off your ass and fly away. Like, why would... They're literally protectors of reality. They, by the way, not long before this, they took down the fucking Imagined Order. And the same people who took down the Imagined Order just stood there as a mysterious substance was corrupting everything. They had no idea what it was. They knew it was some sort of chrome, but they didn't really understand it. Like, if you don't understand something like that, don't just stand there. Like, fly off.
There has to be a way to fix this.
Aligning to reality. 6, 5, 9.
I could react to Revstro's video actually while we're at it. Why not?
Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4 Shock and Awesome has come to a close with the Welcome Our Alien Overlords mini-event, where the identity of Chapter 6's main antagonist, the Dark Presence, has finally been revealed. Last season, Daigo, known as the Mask Maker, returned from the spirit realm possessed by the Dark Presence. He brought with himself a stronger demon army, his new lieutenant mercenary corps, and enormous spire monolith, which he utilized to drain the island of its energy. To respond to the threat of the Mask Maker, with Midas' sponsorship and Superman's help, Hope and Jones founded Supernova Academy to train a team of skilled superheroes known as the Supernovas. However, things began to go sideways when
Where's Core? What happened to Core? She just vanished after season 3. Seeing as she wasn't like Diego, like she willingly swore an oath to the Dark Presence, not unlike what Diego is corrupted, right? But she did it willingly. Where the hell did she go off to? Like, they kind of hyped her character up a lot, I'm not gonna lie, with the Superman cinematic. I loved the Superman cinematic. Seeing Core in the animation was the coolest. I think we can make was the highlight of that cinematic. Seeing Core in the trailer was 100% the highlight of that cinematic, and I loved it. But I'm not really sure where Core went. You know, after Chat Season 3, really, she didn't really do much. Season 4, she just completely vanished. I don't know where she is. I really hope she appears in the event. If she appears in the event leading some of the bugs and leading some of like the demons against us, because we obviously know it's going to be some. If you look in like the key art for the event, it looks like you know like how Galactus released all the drones coming out and the drones. It looks similar sort of like, thing to that, but we're going to have like the Dark Presence and loads of the bugs are going to come out of him. And it looks like in the pre-game event thing, you know like how we had Chapter 2 end event, we were fighting off the gold zombies while waiting for the event. It looks like in the pre-game event thing, we're going to be fighting off waves of bugs and stuff like that. But it looks like the bugs will like come out of the Dark Presence and all that, which is kind of cool. But I just wonder if Core will appear in the event or not. I really hope she does.
Maker Daigo orchestrated a surprise attack on Supernova Academy, forcing the team to evacuate and scatter. Since the Academy fell, the
That was
Supernovas
one of the funniest updates, honestly, because in the storyline it looks like they destroyed the entire Academy, right? But then when you actually went in game, all that happened was a bit of corruption spread all around the outskirts of it, and then inside there were just a few things trashed all over the place, just a few items and things thrown on the floor. It wasn't even really trashed at all. The buildings were pretty much all intact still. So it was really funny how like they described it as being destroyed, but then it wasn't in game. It didn't really match what the storyline said of it. So I just found that kind of funny.
Morale was at an
I remember the
all-time
amount of joke tweets on Twitter on that update day. It was so funny, bro. Like, people like, what do you mean it's destroyed? They're like,
low, but Morgan missed to realize that it was her duty as a leader to bring the team back together to prevent the Mask Maker from completing his ritual. Fortunately, her efforts were a success, and with Superman's help, the Supernovas confronted Mask Maker Daigo in the Super Showdown live event. In the event, Mask Maker Daigo summoned a tentacle of a large monster from within the spirit realm, but after doing so, the creature immediately smacked him out of the way. Daigo had served his purpose to the Dark Presence. Now the main threat was the tentacle.
you know what's crazy to think about? Now that these tentacles were literally attached to the Dark Presence. Like, if you actually look at, right, if I go to the lobby, okay, and you actually look at the Dark Presence now, you can see the tentacles are coming off the back of him. Alright, the back of him, which now means we know the Dark Presence, the portal, was opened above his back, and the tentacles were just coming out. Isn't that weird to think about now? It's kind of weird. You look back at it now, that's kind of weird to think about. It's pretty interesting though.
Super Showdown live event. In the event, Mask Maker Daigo summoned a tentacle of a large monster from within the spirit realm, but after doing so, the creature immediately smacked him out of the way. Daigo had served his purpose to the Dark Presence. Now the main threat was the tentacle. Fortunately, with the combined strength of the Supernovas and the assistance of Superman, the tentacles retreated back into the spirit realm, and the spires on the island were destroyed, closing the portal at Demon's Domain for good. Following the event, the tentacle that Superman split in half began to decay. Its blood oozed out in the surrounding area, which began to both mutate bugs and allow the Onimorphs to begin their invasion of the island. Bringing us to the start of this season, the Onimorphs swiftly overran the island, and the once dormant bug-terminating faction known as Oixar re-emerged to deal with the invasive threat. We've got a bit to cover, so sit back, relax, and let's dive into the story of Fortnite Shock and Awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, the story this season was definitely not awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a missed opportunity. Like, they could have made Fortnitemares all themed around the bugs and stuff, and that would have been really cool. Instead, they got rid of all the bugs a month before the season ends and made the whole Fortnitemares event themed around Doja Cat. They could have made the bugs literally the main focus of Fortnitemares and made Fortnitemares integrated into the story, which kind of sucked. They didn't do that.
Let's begin with an explanation of who and what Oixar is. Oixar, which stands for Onimorph Extermination Rangers, is the new military faction that was introduced to us this season. Led by the current general, Onyx Winter, the faction had been around for multiple generations and was founded centuries ago when the bugs first invaded Oninoshima. Oixar's main members consist of Onyx Winter, Lieutenant Rip Slade, Agent Patch, Yumi, May, and technically Dr. Theodore Flysby. Onyx Winter is the fierce and fearless general of Oixar. She's a highly skilled soldier in the battlefield, but that pales in comparison to her tactical prowess, which is why she leads Oixar. Onyx explained that Oixar's assets remained hidden for generations, waiting for the bugs, collectively known as the Swarm, to re-emerge. When they eventually did at the start of this season, Oixar's preparations paid off, and they were able to quickly establish their bases around the island to combat the Onimorphs. Her duty has always been to those who came before and will come after her, to rid Oninoshima of the bugs for good. Lieutenant Rip Slade is both the lieutenant and one of the faces of Oixar. He's an extremely patriotic and skilled soldier, and as some of you may have noticed, he seems to be the character Battlehawk from the Chapter 1 Season 4 Battle Pass, although we've yet to receive confirmation about that. Nevertheless, the lieutenant is very motivational.
Maybe he was a version of him before he was kidnapped in the loop, and this is like the original version of him.
Hence why he's one of the faces of Oixar. His motivational words helped recruit soldiers to fight against the bugs. In his Ask About Types of Bug dialogue, he explains to us the different types of Onimorphs. The little bugs are known as swarmers. They're weak when separated, but overwhelming when together. The medium-sized bugs are known as bombers, who attack with their projectiles. And lastly, the biggest bugs are known as the queens. They're both the scariest and most powerful of all the Onimorphs. Onismorphs. Slade didn't mention them, but there's also roly-polies. They're harmless, silly little bugs who are likely baby bug queens. Agent Patch is a stoic, anthropomorphic panda agent of OXR. He's very serious and loves to chew on his bamboo. Overall, he likes to keep to himself, but just like Onyx Winter and Rip Slade, he has a burning passion to exterminate the bugs. Yumi is an idol on and off the battlefield.
This whole idea of the bug invasion could have been so cool if they actually committed to it and stayed committed to it throughout the rest of the season.
Father taught her how to be a marksman and served in OXR while the faction was dormant. He retired before the bugs returned, and that's when Yumi's music career really took off. After gaining so much popularity, Yumi was deeply grateful, but she felt confined as just an idol. Therefore, she joined OXR to prove that she's more than just an idol, but a real person who loves Oninoshima and wants to defend the island. Due to Yumi's fame and media training, she was asked by—
You know what's crazy about the fact this Onishima chat is we're literally going back to it in the event. We've never ever left a map and then gone back to it like that. Every time we leave these maps, these mini seasons, we never go back to them before the next chapter, and we're actually going back to it, which I like. That's
General
so cool.
Winter to be the main face of OXR, to which Yumi gladly agreed, believing it would help the world get to see a whole new side of her. May, who many of you may remember from Chapter 4 Season 4 Last Resort, returned this season as a new member of OXR. Once a member of the heist crew who robbed Cottlethorn's time machine for Dr. Sloan, May is now a weapons engineer for OXR. According to May, OXR paid her a ridiculous amount of bars to develop weapons for them, but it's a big adjustment for her to be working for a good cause since she spent most of her whole career running with criminals. Lastly is Dr. Theodore Flysby, an anthropomorphic fly. Flysby is a scientific expert in parasitic infestations, and he arrived in Reality 783 to gather data on the Onimorphs before they would inevitably destroy Oninoshima, according to him. To get a better understanding of the bugs, he decided to collaborate with OXR for the time being in a mutually beneficial relationship. They provided him equipment and information they knew about the bugs, and in return he gave them more information about the Onimorphs. According to his studies, the Onimorphs are ravenous spirit realm-born creatures with a rather pungent odor to them that are capable of devouring an entire reality. We also received a couple OXR voice lines this season. If you tuned into the Party Royale radio station early on in the season, you could hear voice lines from Onyx Winter, Lieutenant Rip Slade, and Agent Patch. Take a listen.
Infestation's worse than we thought. Stay low, muck it.
It's about to get grisly.
Oh, get ready to bust some bugs.
You want a Dan Torchill? Come and get it!
Now that you're familiar with OXR and its members, let's move on to this season's dialogue. For those of you wondering what happened with the Supernovas, they're still around, and we know that thanks to the Morgan, Mist, and Killswitch NPCs this season. According to Morgan, the Supernovas were still fighting for Oninoshima as a team, and she hoped that they could continue to make a difference by helping protect the island. I'm sure some of you are also curious about what had happened with the Fox Clan and the River Guard since Season 1. If you visited the Mizuki NPC, she explained that the River Guard were helping OXR in defending the island from the bugs. You were also able to ask her about the Fox Clan's whereabouts. In her dialogue, she revealed that the Fox Clan had predictably gone back into hiding and scattered across the Omniverse. This was likely due to the chaos that Daigo caused with the magical masks, which the Fox Clan were deeply concerned about at the beginning of the chapter. According to Mizuki, the Shattering War cost everyone something, and for the Fox Clan, that was their bravery. But she was glad this was the case because that at least meant that her brother, Stray, would be safe. Anyways, unfortunately, the worst thing ever happened this season. Hope and Kendo broke up. Kendo's dialogue especially broke my heart so much because he said he knew his friendship with Hope had an expiration date, but he told her to just not forget him when she leaves. Even though this is unbelievably devastating news for us Cope fans, as the name of the ship entails, we will keep coping and hoping that maybe they'll end up getting back together someday. Speaking of Kendo, after reuniting with his older brother Daigo, Kendo decided that he would finally seize his destiny. He held no grudge against his elder brother, and he only wished the best for him. Once Daigo was freed, Kendo had decided that he no longer wanted to wait for fate. He sought to carve his own path. To mark this new change in his life, Kendo cut his hair and sported some new Ronin gear, and by doing so, he has finally let loose, now living his life a little wilder, rougher, and freer. Daigo has changed a lot this season. The traumatic experience of being possessed by the Dark Presence, which was caused by his own arrogance, has made him finally realize the foolishness of his old ways. If you asked Daigo about the Dark Presence, he said that he was extremely arrogant, and that arrogance nearly cost him everything. Daigo revealed that when he confronted the Dark Presence, it immediately reshaped Daigo into his plaything, and referred to Daigo as his champion. Daigo admitted he was a fool, but he learned his lesson and he won't let the Dark Presence take him again. Overall, Daigo was very embarrassed about the mistake he'd made, but he was committed to making up for it by joining OXR in the fight against the Swarm. As for Jade, she didn't get too much dialogue this season, but she was proud of Kendo for being the only one of the 3 spirit siblings to resist the spirit realm. Before Daigo was freed from the control of the Dark Presence, Jade said that being caught in the middle of Daigo and Kendo used to be pretty tense. The two used to be very different and disconnected, but the events of last season had changed them both, and now all the siblings are united together and defending the island. Daigo, Jade, and the Night Rose all had dialogue about the spirit realm as well, where they collectively revealed that the Dark Presence was actively trying to shatter the thin veil that separated the spirit realm and Oninoshima. Last but not least, Hope and Jones could be found at Supernova Academy, where they were studying a small piece of the severed tentacle to figure out how they can infiltrate the spirit realm. When you asked Hope about what's coming, she said that she'd been painting the future, but couldn't really make out what she was painting. All she knew was that the vibes were bad, and she was really concerned about the fact that she couldn't see properly into the future this time. Time was ticking, and Hope and Jones needed to figure out how to reliably get into the spirit realm before it was too late. Tying into the storyline quest for this season. Part 1, Welcome to the Infestation, started with us squashing some bugs to impress Onyx Winter, and it's safe to say that she was more than impressed with our skills. After displaying our skills on the battlefield, Winter asked us to speak with her. When we did so, the general introduced herself to us and explained that she was leading OXR in their valiant fight against the Swarm. Winter offered us an opportunity to join OXR, and we took it, so she officially welcomed us into the faction. With that being said, our first task was to defend an OXR base and take out some bugs to help with defending the island. When we completed our task, we went to catch up with Hope and Jones. Hope immediately addressed the elephant in the room, that being the slice of the giant tentacle, and told us to try and ignore its terrible smell. She explained to us that the Swarm and the tentacle are able to access the island without using the spirit portal, so we went to locate the Swarm's access point. Upon locating it, we saw a vibrant indigo portal with the galactic interior. However, after interacting with the portal, it suddenly shrank and turned to a crimson red color. Although it looked creepy, our analysis was helpful according to Jones. Part 2, Excellent Observations, began with Hope informing us that the Swarm had been spawning at an alarming rate, and she believed the island would soon be overrun. Therefore, we were immediately tasked with destroying Swarmer nests to thin out the Swarm. The solution was temporary, but it helped. Then, by breaking open hive stashes, we found huge traces of the Swarm's demonic energy signatures. Hope theorized that the Swarm was likely building their nests close to their access points to the spirit realm. So accordingly, we tuned sensors near the hive to pinpoint the highest concentration of demonic energy in the area. By doing so, we discovered that weird readings were coming from the Onimorph's eggs. We collected these tainted eggs and brought them to Hope, to which she explained that these eggs were actually queen eggs laid in the spirit realm and brought to the island. She believed that the energy signature of the eggs could be used to weaken the Swarm's access point to the island and possibly held the key to accessing the spirit realm without a portal. As the war against the bugs continued to rage on, the Onimorphs were starting to overrun OXR's forces and take over more locations such as Utopia City. The island of Oninoshima needed more help, so we began to draw the attention of the Power Rangers to the island. One by one, the iconic heroes arrived in Oninoshima to join the fight. Once all the Power Rangers and their Zords were present, the team was finally able to form the Dino Megazord and turn the tide of the war in OXR's favor. However, the Power Rangers had to first deal with an enormous bug queen controlled by one of their rivals, Rita Repulsa. Fortunately, Megazord prevailed. Rita Repulsa's Bug Queen was swiftly defeated, leaving the rest of the remaining Bug Queens vulnerable and no match for the power of the Dino Megazord. Megazord struck down the final queen at the hive, driving the Swarm back into the spirit realm and leaving OXR victorious. Or so we thought. After the supposed victory against the Onimorphs, the island was seemingly peaceful once more, and its inhabitants began to rebuild what was destroyed. But this was just a calm before the storm, and everyone on the island seemed to know it. When you visited General Onyx Winter and asked her about Hope and Jones, she explained that with the Swarm gone, she finally got the time to go over Hope's findings. Until the Dark Presence was defeated, the Swarm's return remained a possibility. Therefore, the general assigned OXR assets to Hope and Jones's command and helped out however she could to assist in taking down the Dark Presence. Winter claimed that OXR's greatest success would be their own abolition, and she hoped to see it happen someday. You were also able to ask Lieutenant Rip Slade about the disappearance of the Swarm, to which he responded with, "The Swarm may be gone, but I've been fighting long enough to know a calm before the storm when I'm in one." His line right after that though is very important because Slade says that blue-haired kid and her dad are right, which is referring to Hope and Jones. This line of dialogue was official confirmation from the writers that Jones and Hope have a father-daughter relationship as alluded to for the past 2 years. Dr. Theodore Fliesby said that the Onimorphs were well on their way to devouring Reality 783, hence why he was so shocked to learn that they were now gone. Then he realized that the true reason for their retreat was not because of defeat, but rather to make way for something further up the food chain that was coming to the island. Upon visiting the Night Rose and asking her about the Spirit Realm, she said that she had serious doubts that the team was ready to face what awaits in the Spirit Realm, but she had said that perhaps they'd find themselves with the unlikeliest upper hand, which could very well be a teaser for the Seven's return in the Chapter 6 finale. The final set of story quests, Part 3 Prepare to Fight, had to speak to the Night Rose, Jade, and Daigo about the Splinter Blades. The Night Rose was having difficulty accepting Hope and Jones's plan to infiltrate the Spirit Realm, mainly because of the trauma she experienced from being under bondage there, but she realized that it was their only option at that point, and she had to come to terms with it. Daigo knew we came for the Splinter Blades and explained that he used to think he would be the one to use them to defeat the Dark Presence. Now he knows that wasn't his fate. He handed over the blades and told us to do what he couldn't, strike down the demonic incursion once and for all. Jade worried that fighting the Dark Presence with the Splinter Blade is going to feel like attacking a great turtle with a toothpick, but she suggests that perhaps luck will be on their side as every creature typically has some sort of soft underbelly. Once we'd spoken with those three, Hope had us rally troops and gather weapons from all over the island. They needed ground support, intel, and all of the above. After completing that task, we weakened the Swarm's access point to the island and then informed Hope that everything was ready for the siege on the Spirit Realm. Concluding the story quests for this season. A week before the end of season mini-event, a small and unusual cell-shaded sapling emerged in the top left corner of the island. Over the course of just a couple of days, the sapling grew into a treehouse. But it wasn't just any treehouse, it was Bart Simpson's treehouse. Within the treehouse was a TV that flickered through various stills from the Simpsons TV show, except for one. This still was our first look at the Dark Presence before the event. 4 ominous rose-colored glowing eyes that were surrounded by a thick, dark fog. Although we don't know just yet what caused the treehouse to emerge on the island, the aliens from The Simpsons, Kang and Kodos, also arrived on the island observing what was happening. Just days before the event, zero-point energy surrounded the treehouse and began to slowly open a portal to the Spirit Realm, leading us into the mini-event at the end of the season. Welcome our alien overlords. The energy from Bart Simpson's treehouse was continuously becoming more and more unstable, and because of the weakened veil between the realms, a portal tore open to the Spirit Realm. Within the portal, a tentacle of the Dark Presence could be seen peering through. By modifying his portal device, Jones believed he could completely close the portal and stop the instability of the treehouse. However, there was a possibility things would get a lot worse instead, and that's exactly what happened. Jones's meddling with the treehouse's unstable energy prematurely opened an enormous portal to the Spirit Realm, allowing the Dark Presence to finally cross over onto the island. Their entire plan to infiltrate the Spirit Realm had fallen apart. With the portal open, the skies immediately turned dark, the moon became blood red, lightning began flashing, and multiple tears appeared in the sky. As the Dark Presence roared, you could actually spot the severed tentacle that Superman split in half in a Super Showdown live event. The Dark Presence began its invasion of the island, and suddenly Kang and Kodos appeared. The two aliens fell in love with the Dark Presence, who they referred to as the Great Demon. They wanted to marry the Dark Presence. I'm just not gonna go any further than that. To prove their love and loyalty to the creature, Kang and Kodos attacked Hope and Jones and abducted them, only for things to go sideways from there. While Jones distracted Kang and Kodos, Hope piloted the UFO, using it to attack the Dark Presence until it grabbed the spacecraft. Using its power, the monster opened up a portal, and then Jones realized the Zero Shard was embedded into the chest of the Dark Presence. Jones ordered Hope to quickly use the tractor beam to take the shard back from the creature, but before they could do so, the Dark Presence tossed them into the portal and they only succeeded in retrieving a small fragment of the Zero Shard. Hope, Jones, King, and Kodos were all stuck in a wormhole between realities, which we've recently seen in the Remix the Finale event. Kodos then announced that he would safely bring them all to Springfield and told everyone to stand back as recalibration is a very difficult task, but Hope protested. Hope and Jones needed to return to Oninoshiba immediately to deal with the Dark Presence. So Kodos and Hope were fighting over the recalibration. As a result of the rapid back and forth recalibration between the two realities, a new reality merging both features of those realities was created, Springfield Island. To clarify, Reality 783 still exists. Springfield is just its own pocket reality. While the group was processing what had just happened, they didn't notice the incoming battle bus, which crashed straight into the UFO and caused a fragment of the Zero Shard to fall into the home of Homer Simpson. Now Homer is utilizing the fragment of the Zero Shard to turn Springfield into a paradise, whilst trying to simultaneously avoid Hope and Jones, who are actively trying to take back the fragment from him and return to Reality 783. And that wraps it up for the entire Chapter 6 Season 4 storyline explained. The Simpsons mini-season is now out, and as always, I'll be covering the storyline for it, so make sure to keep an eye out for that video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one, Lore Keepers. Take care.
Cool stuff. Okay. It's fine working. Oh, was it still fucking dead? I ain't falling, it's dead, bro. I'm not really sure what the fuck's going on. Mr. Fire 0814, welcome to stream. I guess so was I just down, bro. I hope the service fixed itself in a second. Hmm.